Welcome to today's DOGE USDT trading strategy analysis. In this session, we will break down the current market structure of Dogecoin using a multi-timeframe framework, examining the weekly, daily, and 4-hour charts to determine the dominant trend direction and identify the highest probability trade setup. Our analysis is based on a signal-driven system using key indicators, TES, ES, EB, and TEB, which together define whether the market is in a bullish or bearish phase at each time frame. Let's dive in. Now let's walk through each time frame, starting with the weekly chart, the highest time frame in our framework. The weekly is currently long biased. We can see a TES signal in the lower right zone of the chart, which continues to provide bullish support. Importantly, there has been no new EB or TEB signal strong enough to flip the weekly back to bearish. This means the macro trend remains intact. The weekly is in a low zone recovery, favoring longs. Moving to the daily chart. The daily is also long biased. While there were several TEB signals earlier in the chart, the right side of the daily is clearly dominated by ES and bullish extension structures. This tells us that the prior bearish signals have lost their influence, and the midterm trend is now in a bullish extension phase. The daily confirms the long bias. Finally, the 4-hour chart. This is where we see short-term noise. The most recent visible signal on the 4-hour is a TEB, indicating a short-term bearish interference or pullback signal. However, this 4-hour TEB has not yet overtaken the bullish dominance established by the daily and weekly. Therefore, the 4-hour is in a short-term bearish consolidation phase, but this is simply a pullback within a larger bullish structure. So what does this mean for your trading? Here is the current multi-time frame consensus. Weekly, long, daily, long. 4-hour, short-term bearish consolidation. This combination tells us the big picture is bullish, and the 4-hour is simply in a pullback, not a trend reversal. According to the system rules, here is your standard operating procedure. If you are currently flat, wait for the 4-hour to print a new TES or ES signal before entering long. Do not chase shorts just because of the 4-hour TEB. If you are already holding a long position, be cautious of short-term chop and pullbacks. The long is only truly invalidated if the 4-hour prints an EB. If the 4-hour later prints an ES, that confirms bullish continuation and is your add-on signal. If you want to go short, the system does not support it right now. To short, you would first need to see the daily flip to EB or TEB dominance, and then confirm with a 4-hour EB or TEB entry. Now let's look at the two key scenarios going forward. Scenario A, bullish continuation. The 4-hour TEB is just a consolidation. The 4-hour prints a new TS or ES. This confirms the daily bullish extension continues, and you enter or add to longs. Scenario B, bullish structure breaks. The 4-hour prints a follow-through EB, or the daily begins showing EB or TEB dominance again. This would signal that the current daily bullish wave is losing integrity, and you should stand aside or reassess. In summary, Doge is currently in a weekly long, daily long, 4-hour short-term consolidation structure. Per the system rules, this is a bullish pullback, not a reversal. Your only action is to wait for the 4-hour to confirm with TS or ES before entering long. Do not short this market yet. Stay patient, stay disciplined.